welcome back to my channel. There I am. I'm trying to figure out something that I can put on top of this because all I can do is film with my backlight and it's so hot, and then you see me actually here. So I'm working on that. Bear with me. I'll find something. Okay, so I want to cook again, of course, like every day. I have been very productive today. Yay! I will probably be dead by tomorrow, but that's fine. I have been productive today. Yeah, I want to cook something we used to cook, Russians used to cook, or, you know. I know that a lot of things we cook are pretty fatty, but this is just how it is, you know. This is just how we cook. So you can try and put something else in there, but I don't. And I want to make chicken thigh with potato in the oven, and I will just show you how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this recipe, like a lot of Russian recipes, don't really have a name. At least I don't know one. What we would call it would be like chicken with potatoes in the oven. I know it's funny, but we will need potatoes, right? Because it's chicken and potatoes. I will take 2 potatoes for each thigh, and it's boneless and skinless thigh. So I have 8 here, and I will take 4 skinless, boneless thighs, but they are in the fridge, so I'm not gonna take them out yet. Half of an onion. And you will see as well that Russians always use onion. I will need a bunch of garlic. You know, you can just go with your taste. If you want more, you can put more. I have, what, 3, 6, 8. I never count them. I just get a bunch, you know. This is fresh garlic. We will need salt. I have it in this container. We will need pepper and mayonnaise. Are you surprised? You know what? If you cook with mayonnaise, mayonnaise is only oil and egg, actually. So you can make yourself mayonnaise. I used to, but I don't do anymore just because I don't have much energy left. But you can use olive oil and, you know, just an egg and make mayonnaise. There are so many recipes out there. It's really not much what's in there. But it's basically like frying something. So I don't use oil, I use the mayonnaise. And I don't need to eat the grease on the bottom of the pan, right? So yeah, I need all of that plus my chicken thigh, and I'm going to prepare everything, and I will also show you right away. I need to cut up my potatoes and my onions. But the first thing I did was to start preheating my oven, and I have one of those sheets here, and let me tell you, my very first one I used after I moved to America. In Germany, we don't use anything like that. We cook in the oven with an oven pan, right? Mostly glass, and then we wash it, and then we cook again, and then we wash it. And when I came over here, hubby got me a couple because he didn't have any, right? So he got me those. And I got so excited about that because I don't have to wash it that I started to use those all the time. I know it's not very environment friendly, but I use up less water for that, and California needs water. So, you know, I kind of save some water. So what I'm going to do is just cut up everything. I will, you can slice as big or as small as you want. And I will go by probably like 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch for the potatoes, and then I will just randomly slice the onions and see what else I need to cut. So I have cut almost all of my potatoes, but I really wanted to show you that there's like, you don't have to cut much. You can use thigh on the bone, but then I would just go ahead and cut it in 4 pieces. So, because it takes longer for a thigh on the bone, you know, to be in the oven. But because I don't have bone, I will just cut it in pieces like this. And I throw everything in this pan right here already. And I have one tip for you if you didn't know, because I didn't do it when I was younger, or you know, when I was just starting out cooking. Always sharpen your knife before you start cooking, because then you won't cut yourself. You can cut as slow or as fast as you want. And if your knife is sharp, you are not going to cut yourself, because if it's sharp, it will cut right into the product you have. But if it's dull, it will slide off the product and then you cut yourself. So, there's my tip for the day. I'll just put everything right into my dish here, so I have everything in one spot. And for the garlic, I found this thing. I like it. You know, they have like the squeezers, but it's hard for me to squeeze with my hands. And this one, all I have to do is like kind of push down there. You can cut the garlic, but if you cut the garlic, it's not going to be very garlicky, I guess. I don't know how to say that. So the taste, the garlic taste is better when the garlic is squeezed, you know, and not cut. Or you can cut it and then you use your fork and some salt and kind of squeeze it there if you don't have this squeezer for the garlic. So yeah, you can cut it. If you don't have anything and can't do anything, you can totally cut it. But it's just better this way. And once again, that's the total Russian way. We eat garlic. My hubby's not very fond of this dish. He likes the meat, but he's not a potato person. He's more of a rice person. But I am a potato person. I grew up in Russia, and they eat potatoes. And then I moved to Germany. And some people, when they want to be like mean, they call the German people potatoes, just because they eat that many potatoes, I guess. You know? But so this is how it looks like. I only have potato, onion, and garlic in it now. And I will put some salt, some pepper, and also I got some seasoning for free with my Ibotta app. I know I'm making like everybody go to the Ibotta app, but I really want to help you save as well. And this one is garlic herb with black pepper and sea salt. So it's basically, you know, it's like the green garlic. So I'm going to put a bunch in there. You don't have to. You don't have to have the same seasoning. Normally, we don't use this. I don't have it all the time. I just got it because it was free. And it's normally $4. So no, I'm not going to do that. And then I will just put like, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of a big jar, you know, my mayonnaise in there. And also I do have my chicken thigh prepared here now. And I'm going to only go with 4 or 6, I don't know. I have only 8 potatoes, but my husband doesn't like potatoes that much. So what I would do is, let me put this aside and just get those thighs out there. What I would do is, I don't like all this fatty stuff. I say that, I just put mayonnaise in there. You know what I mean? But I will cut off all of the fat here. And I will not toss it because there are like little pieces of meat. What I'm gonna do is I will freeze it, and next time I make some chicken broth, I'm going to put it in there. But I'm making chicken broth today, actually. I also filmed this. So I could have waited and just done it like, you know, with the meat as well, but never mind. So I cut it off. If you get some, you know, some of them are just not fatty and some of them are just super fatty, right? So same thing here. Never ever in Germany or my mother or my grandmother did we use chicken thigh, skinless and boneless. You know, it always has a bone. But since I'm in America now, I live the American way. It's easy peasy. And once you are eating it, you don't have to take it off the bone. And it goes quicker when you are cooking it, right? So I like that. That's why I'm using almost all of the time. I use the boneless and skinless. Except I want some drums. If I want some drums, then, you know, I want them to be on a bone and have a skin. And it's actually pretty healthy for you. See, we have no skin, we have mayonnaise, but we have no skin and no fat. So that should be good already, isn't it? I'm not gonna cut it. You can, I will just cut it in half. I just said I'm not gonna cut it, and then I cut it. I meant I'm not gonna cut it in little pieces. I will just cut it in half, and I have 5 here, so I will go with 5. And I will put it on top of my potatoes. This one I will freeze right away. Okay, so I froze the leftover. I washed the cutting board. And I always put some vinegar on the cutting board. No matter what I cut there, you know. And then some oil later. So, because it's wooden. Oh, were you jumping? You jumped on me. You can do this actually, and I would do this, and I'm just gonna do this just because we always do this with the hands. Let me put a little more salt on top. That's how we work. Wash your hands and then just get in there. I mean, I touched everything already, right? I don't know. We are not very picky eaters, and of course we will, you know, cook in a good way, but I don't even know what I'm saying here. Okay, however, if you don't like it, don't watch it, but I'm doing this my way here, just like with my crafts. And you can put a little less mayonnaise if you want to save up some, and you know, you can substitute it for something, but then you will get a different dish. So if you ask me if you can substitute this for something else, then, oops, there's another potato. You can, but you will get another dish. Okay, it's done. All I have to do now, and I did preheat my oven already, and I will go with 380 Fahrenheit, just in case you don't know. Fahrenheit is just killing me. And then you want a big piece to cover this up. I would say it's going to be all in all 45 minutes, but I'm going to have it in there for half an hour, and then I will take this off. I check in half an hour, and if it's done, I will just take the foil off so it can get brown a little bit, and then I will put it back in. But now let's just put it in the oven for half an hour. So it has been half an hour, and what I'm gonna do is, it's not even close to being done. And because I cleaned up everything already, including my cell phone holder, I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm just going to mix it up and make sure that the meat is turned around, and then put the foil back on and put it back into my oven for probably half an hour or something. I don't have a turbo oven, so that takes longer, but it's still gonna get done. So I'll see you then. Okay, so this has been half an hour longer, and you can tell that it's pretty much cooked. So everything here, like the potatoes and everything, is pretty soft. The meat is cooked, but the color is meh. So I'm going to just put this back in the oven, turn it to 450 degrees, and just leave it there for, I have to watch it and you have to watch it. So it's going to be around 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, you know, just look at the color whenever you like it. If you like it without the color, you can eat it now. But before I forget, because I keep forgetting this, I want to tell you again that I am not a nutritionist, doctor, or dietitian. So if you have allergies or anything else, please ask your doctor, or, you know, just take care of yourself. Don't eat something you can't eat. So I'm just showing what we are eating. So yeah, not a doctor, as always. I did turn the heat up to 450 and I'm going to put it back in for 10 more minutes. Look at this goodness, guys. It's delicious. It smells so good. So it was like 10 minutes in the oven and I broiled it for a little bit. So now it looks much better. It got some color and I'm just going to put this on my plate. Voila! I'm gonna have it with a side of tomato. That's all I need because there's all the calories in there already, but it smells really good and it is really good. So I hope you try it. You know, it's all the ingredients you normally have in your house and they are cheap, which is important to me because I do not want to spend too much money for grocery because I need money for crafting or something like that. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it and share and subscribe and enjoy your day. And I'm going to go eat now. So see you in my next video. Bye-bye.